We've been talking a lot about some of the issues and the flooding and the storm surge and everything in Punta Gorda, about the US 41 bridge being closed. But we have our Samantha Servin, who's at the Emergency Operations Center right now, talking with county officials, and she has an update. So can we get out to her live, please?
Hey, Kelly. So, yeah, I'm here outside the EOC right now, and I want to talk a little bit. We've talked a lot about the flooding, the storm surge, the water levels in Punta Gorda. A lot of you know I've been here for almost 4 years now, and I can tell you it's no joke out here. You do not want to be on the roads. I mean, right now we don't have much wind, much rain at the EOC, but when it comes to the actual city of Punta Gorda, the water level on the roads just is not safe. We've been here for safety for about an hour now, but when we left downtown, police were blocking off a lot of the major roads with either signs or with their patrol cars because folks were trying to drive through water that was simply too deep. I mean, in storms past, we've seen cars get stuck. We've seen people get stranded. I want to pull up some video that I took just around 5:30-ish this afternoon. It was at Gilchrist Park. I took some video going over the bridge from Port Charlotte into Punta Gorda and then at Gilchrist Park. And at that point, the water was just coming up over the seawall into Gilchrist Park. The entire harbor walk was covered. The basketball court was covered. All of those streets in the historic district, those brick roads that we talked about yesterday, were all covered with at least a foot of water. I could not make it down even to the first house because the water was so high that it would hit the top of my rain boots. Now, another place that we talked about where we were last night, Minnesota Key. We've got some video there that we can show you as well from the Inglewood Fire Department. They were in one of their high-rise vehicles just on the road by Inglewood Beach near the Lock and Key restaurant, if you're familiar. And the water was getting so high out there that it was almost impossible for their high water vehicles to pass. So we're talking about a significant amount of flooding here, and we really want to encourage folks to stay off the road. That's one thing that we continue. I mean, if Ted shows right here beside us now, we are seeing cars passing the road right in front of us here. We're just a minute or two away from the Punta Gorda airport, and we are seeing folks driving on the roads all day long, and that's not what we want to see, especially in the city where, as it gets dark, it's harder to see how high that water level is. You do not know whether it's 6 inches or if it's 2 feet. So, Peter, Kelly, it is something that we definitely want to continue to stress as that water is supposed to continue to come in. Officials say that water, the onshore winds are going to bring it on for at least another hour or so. So they are very concerned about the flooding levels here in the city.